I remember being like a couple of hours into my 9 to 5 where I was working in retail and I was also doing like I worked in sales job in the office, all of these different things, right? And I remember every time I would be in these jobs, halfway through, I would always think I could be doing so much more in my life. I could be making more money. I could actually be doing work that's fulfilling, that's fun, but I could also be helping out my people, right? I could be having an impact on the ummah and becoming a better Muslim, seeking knowledge, learning Arabic, going to the mosque and praying, all of these little things. And I knew that the only thing that was holding me back was my 9 to 5. So I started to realize that the only way out of this, the only way to the life of my dreams, where I have financial freedom, where I have location freedom, was online business. I was watching all these videos like you might, and I knew that I had to get into online business. First, I got into e-commerce, so like drop shipping. Then I got into agency, and honestly, I failed both of those business models. But I kept going. I knew that the 9 to 5 route, like go to uni, this that route, was not for me. So I kept going. I kept pushing, and then I started my current business model. And within 3 months, I was able to quit my 9 to 5. I was able to go all in on business. And inshallah, the goal is to hit 10K this month. All right. The way I was able to do it is exactly how I'm going to show you. I'm going to give you all of the secrets, every little thing you need to know to get to the point where you're making money online in a stable way, where you're making more money than your current job, all the same, so you can leave your 9 to 5 and go all in on business, go all in on that life you want, where you have the financial freedom, where you have the time freedom, where you have the time to genuinely learn about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to seek knowledge, to perform hijrah, whatever it is you want. I'm going to give you the exact blueprint of quitting your 9 to 5 in this video, inshallah. I have my notes here. Let's get straight into it. The first point I want you to understand is you need to be grateful. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us in the Quran, be grateful and I will certainly give you more. So Habibi, you need to understand that you need to be grateful for the 9 to 5. You need to be grateful for this desire Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has gifted you to achieve and want something else, right? To have that desire, to have that freedom, all that stuff. You need to be grateful for that, and you need to be grateful for something like this, where you're getting a video which is going to give you all of the secrets. You're getting a video that's going to give you everything you need to literally leave this 9 to 5 and all the other things in your life, all the risk you're getting from your 9 to 5 right now. Be grateful for it. Say Alhamdulillah. Maybe you want to like pray or mention it in your prayers, whatever it is, right? Be grateful for it. Because I remember when I was in my 9 to 5, right? Like I was like stuck. I felt like I genuinely had started hating it. I'd been doing it. I was just sick of it. I knew I could have been working on my business. I knew I could have been making money online, right? It was really, really painful for me to still be in that 9 to 5. But guess what? I realized at some point that rather than having this negative energy, right, like where you might be at the stage as well where you hate this 9 to 5, you're like, I don't want to be here, I want to do something else, I want to do something better. You can just be grateful because it's still providing for you. That 9 to 5 is still a source of risk and all these other things, right? Be grateful for it. Say Alhamdulillah. At least Allah is still providing for you. At least there is money still coming in. All of these things. Be grateful for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and inshallah He will not only give you more, but it also gives you like this positive energy where when you do want to attack business, when you do want to work other things, even as you operate and go around your current life in your 9 to 5, all these things, you're radiating off better energy. And that will help you across all areas in your deen, in your like social life, everything, right? In your business as well. So have that level of like gratitude, like Alhamdulillah. Like at least I'm not in a war zone. At least I'm not getting bombed to death, right? At least like just be grateful for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and inshallah you will benefit a lot from that. The second thing I want to talk about, you might be thinking like, oh, why is he talking about this right now? It's mindset, because I promise you, so many people, so many Muslims, so many kuffar, everyone wants to leave the 9 to 5, right? You might know this. Like maybe some don't, but like there's still so many people that want to leave their 9 to 5. I want you to understand this, that You need to fix your brain. You need to fix your mindset. Your mindset is gonna hold you back so much. Your biggest concern right now is your brain. It's your own mind. It's your own beliefs. You're gonna get so many of these thoughts, right? Maybe you're in a 9 to 5 right now, but one of your ideas is, okay, I can get into online business, but I could also get a better job. I could also level up. And honestly, I had the same desire, right? Like I was in retail, I've done like labor, more like labor stuff as well, right? And I was like, okay, I can get a sales job and I'll make more money, you know? But honestly, like I got that sales job, I was like working from home, all that stuff. It was still not good, right? It was still like this kind of like weird environment. I was like, it was a lot of free mixing, all that stuff, right? It was still like all of the cons of 9 to 5. I still didn't have freedom. I still didn't have any of the things I actually wanted, any of the things I actually desired. And I was still in that same position. Maybe I was making a little bit more money, but honestly, it was not worth it. It was like in the same scenario. So you need to like decide. You need to realize that even if you do get a better 9 to 5, even if you do get a better job, your end goal is probably still like having that freedom through online business, right? So you might as well go all in on it right now. You might as well dedicate everything you have to it right now, inshallah. Go all in. 6 months from now, 3 months from now, a year from now, you'll be in such a better spot because of the effort, because of like the sacrifices you made today. And you might get all these other beliefs, right? Like, oh, you know, it's hard to make money online. It's hard to do this. I don't deserve to make money online. You're going to have so many things inside your brain, inside your heart, all of these things. And honestly, the best advice I can tell you, don't listen to your brain. Your brain is the reason you're stuck into this 9 to 5 for months and months, right? This isn't the first day you wanted to like leave your 9 to 5, right? This isn't the first week, month, first time you'll be like, I wish I had something else in my life. Your brain is the reason you're still here. Your brain is the reason you're still stuck. Trust me, just take my word for it. I have gone through the experiences you want to go through. I have made this journey, right? So please just trust me and I promise you, this will work for you. Just go all in on business. Pick up business tomorrow. Inshallah, we're going to talk about this. Just go all in on business. And I promise you, it will be so worth it. Like, I'm going to put my like calendar up here. This is what my day looks like. Like, I can go pray in the mosque whenever. I can literally seek knowledge, learn Arabic, go through like the Quran, whatever I want, whenever I want, right? I train like every single day. All of these things I can achieve because I can make money online, because I don't have a 9 to 5. So I promise you, just take my word for it. The life you want is behind the work you don't want to do, and your brain is going to stop you. Your beliefs are going to stop you. All of these things are going to hold you back, and I need you to destroy them. This is the path for you. This is the way to the life you want to live. I promise you, just trust me on it, and inshallah, like, you will see the benefits. You will see what I meant 3 months from now, 6 months from now, a year from now. It won't even be a year. 6 months from now, you can have completely transformed your life if you just didn't listen to your brain. It's crazy advice, I know. Don't listen to your brain. But your brain, the overthinking, all of these things are holding you back. They held me back. They hold everyone back. Just go do the work, and it will be worth it. And that brings me to my third point. You actually have to take action. You have to figure out how to be productive and all of these things, because when you're working a 9 to 5, like, you're working like 40 hours a week, right, minimum. So, or like, I don't know, it might be different for you, whatever it is, right? You've got a lot of time you're dedicating to that 9 to 5, and you need to understand, like, you need to figure out what times of the day or what time of the week you can actually be productive, where you can actually dedicate yourself to a business, because you don't need to spend too many hours, right? The more the better. The more you dedicate to business, the more money you will make, and like the faster your progress will be, right? The faster your journey will be. But even if it's 8, 10, 12, 20 hours, whatever it is, try to dedicate it. Try to find that time. Build out a calendar like I showed you mine before. Figure out how to actually be productive. I have a complete course on productivity in my free community. It's the first link in the description. Go join that, go through that course, and you will never have to worry about productivity, discipline, all of these things, right? And figure out the actions you need to do. Like, when you do pick a business model, if you haven't already, just figure out the most important actions, which is probably going to be generating traffic, marketing, outreach, all of these things, right? Getting leads. That is going to be the most important thing for you. So just dedicate as much time, dedicate as much effort to actually getting on sales call, all of these things. So you can like build in, like, obviously build out your offer and everything as well, right? But try to just do as much work as you can, as effectively as you can, but do not sacrifice your deen. Do not be like, oh, going to the mosque takes too long. Oh, like I shouldn't pray. I shouldn't read the Quran. I shouldn't learn Arabic. Whatever it is, right? Whatever good you are doing in your deen right now, do not sacrifice that. Because I promise you, like that will add barakah into your day. That even if those 2 hours you spend for your deen will add barakah to the rest of your day. So just try to make sure, like as much as you can, make sure that you are like still on deen. You're still in the 9 to 5. But you're also going all out on the actions. And honestly, that means you have to make sacrifices. That means there's going to be like no like hangouts with friends every week, or there's going to be no like family events like you can go to a dawa every day or something, right? Of course, every now and then, sure, but you have to make sacrifices. You have to genuinely lock in if you want the life you say you want to live, right? And of course, like I speak to a lot of people, right? They tell me, this comes back to mindset. They tell me, oh yeah, I want to live this type of life. And then their brain, their actions, their beliefs, they hold themselves back. So if you are genuinely serious about like quitting your 9 to 5, about having the freedom, all those good things, right? Retiring your parents, performing hijrah, if you want those things in the long run, do this work, sacrifice. That's the only way, right? I didn't get here because like, oh yeah, guys, like it was really cute, it was really fun. Like I put in the work, I put in the efforts, I did the work when I didn't feel like doing the work. And that's what you're gonna have to do. There's no like cute advice I can give you. It's do the actions and keep doing them until you get to the point where you want to get to, which for you is like quitting your 9 to 5. Because that's all you need. Like fix your mindset, be productive, take action, and you're like 90% of the way there. The third thing, or the fourth thing basically, is your like the business model you pick. I'm going to be honest with you. No influencer, no like person online is going to tell you this, but every business model works, right? All the ones you hear about, agency, e-commerce, all of them work. But here's what I'm going to tell you. There are some business models that work better specifically for our people than compared to other business models. And the business model you would want to get into is the one where you would genuinely love to do the work, where you find fulfillment from it, you're passionate about it. Not like like I'm passionate about like this weird thing, not necessarily in that, but you genuinely like to do the work task. You like solving the problems that come along with it, right? And honestly, that's why I recommend like so many new beginners, so many people 9 to 5s, all these things, not to get into like agency or like influencer marketing agency, all these silly things, right? Because the only reason you're doing that is because you want the money. And of course you want the money. I know you need it for it. You want to leave your 9 to 5. But when you chase the money like that, number one, it just runs away from you, right? The more you chase it, the more it will run away from you. You need to learn to attract it. But also, no one wants to like wake up, like do outreach to chiropractors, right? Like that's not fulfilling. You don't want to go on LinkedIn, send 100 emails or messages on LinkedIn, whatever it is, right? You do not care. That's not the most important. Like it's not fun at all. It's not good for you. Like you don't care at all about like helping chiropractors scale. It's the most like stupid thing in the world, right? And the only reason you're doing it is to make money. So if you do actually something that you find fulfilling, something you're actually passionate about, you are so much more likely to stick to it on a long enough time frame because you love what you're doing. You love like the mission, all those purposeful things. And of course, like you're still gonna do it for money. Like let's be honest, I know we all love to pretend like, oh, mission oriented, purposeful, whatever. But you like the money, right? You like the 5K a month, the 10K a month, the 3K a month. So it's best for you to continue like doing the business model that actually works, doing the business model that like you genuinely like find helpful, the one you will find valuable, and inshallah that will help you a lot. And the best one honestly is like Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has gifted you knowledge. He has gifted you this life and these experiences where you have solved problems for yourself. What you can do is you can get on social media where you have insane amounts of leverage, where you can spread a good message, where you can get rewards for the message you speak, right? For example, I uploaded a video like last week, right? It was like basically like kind of dawah based. It was like giving like advice on like things that have worked for me like in regards to deen. It's at 15,000 views. It didn't even get uploaded like a week ago, right? Think about like inshallah all the good rewards I got from it. Because honestly, I just wanted to help the ummah. I just wanted to help like a few people like implement that into their lives. Their lives change forever and they become better Muslims. Think about like the impact I could have because of that, right? And that's what you can do through social media as well. When you are posting on social media, whether it's YouTube, whatever it is, right? It's not only about like the business and this and that, like the clients and all these things. It's so much more purposeful. It's so much more impactful, and you have insane leverage. That's why all these other gurus you see, they all will tell you, oh, do agency, do drop shipping, do this, do that. Yet they are doing this. They are on social media. They are selling their knowledge online. They have an info product. And that's what I will tell you to do. To get into this content creation space. And there's two ways you can do it. You can either make content yourself, build your own audience, and then sell them something. Or you can actually go out to people that already have audiences, that already are providing value, and you can help them build out the systems and get money. Because most creators that have like money and that have an audience, they're usually broke. And this is like a big like pandemic right now, right? If you can go to like these creators on social media, you can be like, bro, I'll help you. I got you, bro. Don't even worry about it. You've got this big audience. It's great. Allahumma barik. Let me help you actually monetize this audience. Let me help you actually get results. And that's, you can build like this great relationship with these brothers, right? It can be like with Muslims and stuff like that, right? Whoever you want to work with, and you have this great relationship with them. You're building out the systems, you're building out everything for them, you're getting on sales calls for them, you're making money for them, and you get like a commission based off, and you can easily get to 3k 5k a month from that within like a month. I've seen people do that in a month. Of course you have to grind, of course you have to work hard, but it's definitely possible, right? So I would highly recommend to you to get into that, because that's what I did. That was my third business model. Build an audience, like genuinely provide value, genuinely help people out. And some of those people, 1%, 0.5% of those people will come give you an insane amount of money for like extra help, for access to you. And I would feel wrong to tell you to go do something else, because this is what I do. This is what I have done. And it would feel wrong for me to tell you, a Muslim brother or a sister, to go do another business model. Well, this is what I would do. Like, oh bro, this is the perfect business model, but I'm doing something completely else. It's just not right. So I would definitely tell you to look into social media, look into content creation. I know you have limiting beliefs. Oh, I don't want to put my face out there, this, that. No one cares about your face being out here. Like, no one cares. The gym I train at, like, wherever I go, everyone knows like I make content. No one cares. Genuinely, like, mostly people kind of just respect you more. Like, a part of it is because of like the content I'm making, but also like everyone wants to have like status. Everyone wants to be like kind of famous, have clout. It's like a deep like human desire, right? And honestly, if you can just like thug it out, if you can just like just feel the fear and still do the actions, you know, have that strong mindset and still do it, trust in Allah, have the right intention, you can actually make a great impact, not only for your dunya, but also for your akhirah, inshallah. So, having said that, I want to actually see what I've written down after that. Okay, so the reason I was able to do this in like 3 months, right? And like this is like not like this is genuinely a secret behind it. It's because I learned from people that were ahead of me. I paid for mentorships. This is why I was telling you, you should be grateful for the work you have done, right? Like for the job you do have, because it's bringing in risk. I genuinely I have had like $1,500 into my account, or something like even more, right? And like it's like $2,000 in my account, and I've literally gone and spent $1,500 on mentorships and stuff like that. And I think I spent all of it basically. I think I had maybe like $100-200 left, but I really prioritize learning books. Like, I have books, literally I have like 6-7 books on just business. I have even more, there's more on my Kindle, all of these things. I bought mentorships, courses, communities, everything. I tried to learn as much as I could, as fast as I could, because you are here right now. And one of the things that's stopping you from getting to that 5k, getting to that 3k, getting to that 10k a month is the knowledge you don't have. It's just like the skills you haven't learned. So if you can like go learn from someone ahead of you, learn from someone who's at 3k a month, 1k a month, 5k a month, you will make an insane amount of progress. It might have taken that person like 6 months to get to 5k a month, but because you are learning directly from them, they're teaching you all the lessons, they're teaching you all the places you went wrong, you can instant get up to 5k a month with them, right? So definitely go try to invest as much as you can into your learning. I know it's like a bit scary, right? There's like, you need to take this like leap of faith, all these things. But I promise you, again, it's going to be your mind. It's going to be like these limiting beliefs that stop you. And if you are genuinely serious about like wanting to quit your 9 to 5, and like, let's be honest, by this point of the video, that you are interested, right? Like, I'm sure you are. Genuinely, like, go invest in whatever you can. Go invest as much as you can and try to learn that skill. Try to learn that knowledge as fast as you can. Because let's say you are like 3K a month, and the knowledge that you need to get to like 5K a month, that you're costing yourself by not knowing how to get to 5K a month, $2,000 each month, right? You could be genuinely making $2,000 extra, but you're not, because you don't know how to, you don't know like the skills, you don't have the knowledge. So you're losing money anyways. You're losing money regardless. You're losing money for your future self or for your like current self, right? But you can invest the money you have right now and genuinely go buy a program, go buy like mentorship, go buy a community, whatever it is. Try to invest as much as you can, even in books, as much as you can. Invest, move fast, and like you will see the progress. You could be out of your 9 to 5 3 months from now. Think about it. You could be at 3K a month, 5K a month, 3 months from now. And like the freedom you will have just from that, but also moving forward, also like going into the future, right? Where you can scale to 10K a month. And honestly, if you do all of these things, you are grateful for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for what he has given you right now. You keep like focusing on like the discipline, the productivity, you take action, you move as fast as you can, right? Just get as many things as you can done, and you move really, really fast. You pick the business model you find fulfilling. Hopefully you pick the one that I recommended to you, like helping creators grow or like building your own audience and growing that. I promise you, you will make an insane amount of progress very, very quickly, inshallah. So I hope this video is valuable for you. Inshallah, go watch the video on the screen, go do whatever you want. Thank you for your time. Inshallah, I will see you in the next one.